admissions team or visit Hickory.
Big slogan of President Trump's 2024 campaign. Now he's encouraging oil companies to go into Venezuela and do just that after decades of the country being hostile and contentious territory for American enterprise. Anna Eliopoulos has more for us.
Less than a week after the military raid that captured former Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro, the White House is already looking to secure $100 billion of corporate investment in the South American country. President Trump welcoming oil executives to the White House.
American companies will have the opportunity to rebuild Venezuela's rotting energy infrastructure and eventually increase oil production to levels never, ever seen before.
Venezuela has the largest crude oil reserves of any country in the world. The president has announced his intention to tap into that and hopes to reassure companies who've previously been burned in a country known for seizing their assets and even imprisoning their executives.
Within a political environment run by criminals, there's no possibility nor feasibility to conduct business in a healthy way.
You have total safety, total security. You're dealing with us directly. You're not dealing with Venezuela at all.
Climate advocates say Venezuela's oil infrastructure is in steep decline and that boosting production creates serious environmental concerns.
The pipes are old and rusting. The storage facilities are dilapidated. The carbon intensity in Venezuelan crude is significantly higher than virtually everywhere in the world.
The meeting came hours after the Navy and Marines carried out a joint operation to seize another tanker linked to Venezuelan oil. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem says the vessel was part of a ghost fleet suspected of carrying embargoed oil. It's the fifth tanker the U.S. has seized over the last month.
Don't go anywhere. We'll have more news for you after the break.
Hickory Treatment Center in Longview, we provide compassionate, evidence-based care for substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. We offer residential treatment to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. Need help? Call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team today.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes.
Sauce, taking a bit of time to get home. I'm almost too tired to. Oh, you're nervous? No, I paid my apartment. A lot. Last week I paid.
You're watching K FDX 3 News.
A disabled gamer who likes his.
Well, actually, he's the one who keeps changing his mind.
Who's Larry?
God.
Excuse me?
Larry is God's first name.
Yeah, Mr. Cross, when you're painting, you keep the windows open, right?
Oh, sure. Larry's kind of a stickler about that.
What about drugs? Are you on any narcotics or hallucinogens?
No, but if you think it would help.
Let me ask you something else here. Have you ever seen a psychiatrist?
Well, it's hard to say. It's not like they walk around with big signs over their heads.
No, they don't. That's I happen to know one, and I'm going to give him a call. I think it'd be very helpful for you to talk to him.
Well, I'll do what I can, but frankly, I have problems of my own.
It's a hospital call. Milton Fowler went to cardiac arrest. It doesn't look good.
Damn. All right. I'll get over it as soon as I can.
I'm sorry, John. I know how fond you are of him.
Yeah, thank you. You do me a favor. Why don't you go ahead and call his dog?
Oh, no, I called her the last time.
Sorry about that. Patient of mine's not doing too well. Work his job. I'm getting used to it.
Well, as you know, Larry works in mysterious ways.
Dr. Becker? Milton? You're awake. Good for you. Did you learn that in medical school? What makes you think I went to medical school?
Dad?
Oh, there she is. There's my girl.
You are right. That's great. Dr. Becker led me to believe that,
What? That I was dead?
Now, don't talk that way. So then you're okay.
Okay. Look at me. I'm on everything but skates. Milton, you're doing fine. I'll come back in a little while and check. I'll wait here.
So did you see Boyd Crossman?
Yeah, I saw him this morning. Interesting guy. He's a freak. Can I tell you about Larry? You know about that? Yeah, he keeps going on about how God said this and Larry said that. I wish you'd just shut up about it.
What's your problem? Boyd's harmless.
I just get tired of hearing it. Look, I used to think God was this all-powerful, benevolent being. Then he took my sight away, and frankly, it ticked me off. I mean, with all the drug dealers, murderers, and politicians in the world, why do you have to come after me?
Well, Jake, you're always making jokes about your blindness. This is the first time since I've known you you've ever complained about it.
Yeah, Jake. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Boy, I knew you were coming in today.
Oh, I just stopped by to tell you that the new medicine will work. I can finally concentrate and work.
That's good.
And I haven't heard from Larry either.
That's even better.
Well, I hope you don't mind me just dropping by like this, but I was feeling really pumped.
John, hospital call. Milton filed in another cardiac arrest. They resuscitated him, but it's touch and go.
Poor guy. All right, I'll call his daughter.
No, already did. She said she'd come down as soon as she can, but today's really not a good day for her.
I'm guessing it's no picnic for the father, right?
Don't let hackers start the new year with your money. Cyber criminals are targeting your savings and identity and your personal information. Whether you want to lose weight, try a new skincare product, change jobs, or save more, scammers are creating fraud websites and fake personalized text messages designed to hack into your information and steal your money. Guardio is a security tool that stops fake sites in real time, flags malicious emails, and blocks phishing links, helping you outsmart modern threats and stay in control of your online security. Guardio stays on the cutting edge of innovation to combat emerging threats from ever-evolving malicious actors, securing every account and interaction you have online. We're all vulnerable to cyber criminals trying to steal our information and finances. But with Guardio, you have the peace of mind knowing that someone is looking out for you and your family. Run a free scan to see if your information is already exposed by going to Guardio.com now.
I was concerned I was slowing down mentally. My family started noticing I was having trouble following conversations. Plus little things like paying the bills or making plans had become so stressful and frustrating. I didn't like where this was going.
I've seen enough of my friends struggle. So when I started having senior moments, like forgetting things more often, missing appointments, and repeating myself, I got scared. But it was when I left the stove on. That's when I knew I had to do something.
Some mental decline is a natural part of aging. So why do some remain sharp and focused into their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, while others struggle? The answer is what we discovered at NeuroQ Cognitive Health. It lies in addressing each of the 4 primary causes of age-associated mental decline. Formulated by one of the world's foremost experts on brain aging, clinically tested NeuroQ was designed for seniors to provide support against each of the root causes, clinically shown to improve memory, focus, or concentration in just the first week. Yes, that's why NeuroQ is America's #1 neurologist-developed memory formula.
For information on NeuroQ, call now to talk with one of our trained cognitive health product specialists and ask about our TV special offer with a free bottle of NeuroQ to get started and a free copy of Brain Care, the doctor's at-home brain performance and protection program.
With NeuroQ, my mental clarity and focus are back. But most importantly, my family has me back.
With NeuroQ, I'm seeing improvement month after month. I'm quicker, my recall is better, and people are noticing.
Call now to try clinically tested NeuroQ today. This limited time offer is not available in stores, so you must call now.
This is the new Weight Watchers. It works for members like JoJo, who's learning simple, healthy habits, Sharia, who's making progress with meds, and Kim, who still gets to eat what she loves. For over 60 years, we've helped millions of members find what works for them. Now, it's your turn. Watch your life open up. Watch your story shift. Watch what you're capable of. Watch it work. The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now, I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clear skin and less itch, even at 4 years.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
I'm feeling a little emotional. There's so many things that are the same and so many things that are different. There's a lot of nostalgia in the building, and it just kind of reminds me of, the little 8-year-old Rugrat that learned to skate out here.
So, yeah, take me back to when you decided to play hockey. It's not a sport that many little girls want to play, and there you were out there obviously learning how to play and took it a long way.
Yeah, not a big sport for little girls, especially in a smaller town like this, but my brother, he's about 6 years older than me, he was playing, and I wanted to be just like my big brother, and so I kind of got into it and followed in his footsteps. There's a really great program here with Athens Youth Hockey, so they let me play, and they were always really supportive of me, and along the way there were some other girls.
Did you start playing goalie? When did the goalie shift happen? Because I'm sure at 8 years old you weren't thinking, I'm going to be a goalie.
Oh, I totally was. So
really?
I guess I started hockey around 5, skating around 5, and once I kind of got good enough to skate, I really wanted to play goalie, and my dad was totally against it. There's a funny story about him. At the time, my coach was the chief fireman of Athens, and my dad threatened to burn his house down if he let me play goalie. So there's definitely some, family dynamics that were involved in that decision, but he does like me to point out that he eventually caved and then became very supportive of it, and, would drive me all over to make sure I could play goalie and keep playing player for however many teams I wanted to be playing for.
What was it at 8 years old that made you want to be a goalie? Because I know you're always kind of in the action, but at the same time, you don't get to score.
I don't know. I don't know. At that age, every 2 minutes, the buzzer would go, and the goalie would drop the gloves and stick, and then another kid would pick it up, and I'm left-handed, so it was backwards for me, and I didn't even care. I just really liked goalie, I think.
Boy, you gotta get back on the medication. You have a illness. It's chemical imbalance. Yeah, that's what
I really like that kind of solitude position, maybe.